Hello, it's Tara. Back again with another thoughts of the week. Just want to say happy Easter, and obviously we know what this day, the days that are coming up, Good Friday, Easter Sunday tomorrow, we know what they stand for. So just hope everybody is enjoying each other's company, enjoying family, food, friends, and remembering, that today we awoke and it wasn't just by coincidence or luck. It was from the Lord above who actually got us up today. So just hope that everyone's giving thanks and praise throughout this Easter season. So today I'm going to be talking about unforgiveness. Now, I actually didn't kind of meditate on this, but it's something that as I awoke, I just thought about, because I thought about in my life when I've gone through so much issues and problems amongst, people who are meant to be close to me, friends, family, relationships, and then all of a sudden someone does something that makes you just think, wow, really is, everything I've done for you, you're really just going to do this to me? And it does get quite frustrating at times when we're having to deal and battle with people, and we're having to deal with our emotions at the same time as well. But I just want to hopefully give you guys some strength to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to, just so that you could be set free and so you can move on in your life, and you can continue to be on the path that you're meant to be on, rather than being stuck in one position, because that's not what the Lord who created this world and created you wants. So I'm going to go to Proverbs. I was looking at it in my Bible, but it's a different version. So Proverbs 14, I've just written it down. It says, stubborn fools make fun of guilt, but there is forgiveness among decent people. So when it says decent people, meaning people who acknowledge that holding on to anything negative isn't going to help them, and being decent, sometimes we have to do things that maybe don't feel right, but it's doing the right thing. Now, someone had said to me ages ago, and I'd always remember it, unforgiveness is like me giving you a bottle of poison, but me drinking it. And when they said it to me at first, I was just like, huh? And the more I meditated on it, it just made sense, because it was like you not forgiving someone else for whatever it is they've done, it just eats away at you. But that person, they're there living their life, getting on with it, probably eating, laughing, going out, whereas you're sat there, just being negative and thinking, oh, that person, what they do to me, and all of these issues. And it just brings you down, and it just puts a dark cloud, above you, and it creates darkness within your life. So therefore, me giving you that bottle of poison, but then I'm saying, all right, let me drink it, I'm going to die. It's going to affect me. It's going to kill me, not you. So it's just about trying to learn to let go. And again, it's not always easy, especially if someone's done something that's quite traumatic for you, or you don't understand. As I said, you could spend your life doing so much for people, and you just don't get it back. Or you do so much for an individual, and then they turn around and do something that hurts you. So you're thinking, well, why should I forgive them? Why should I? They done this, they done this, they done that. But it's about doing what's right, and it's about being decent, and it's not about being a fool, and actually entertaining guilt and entertaining negativity and entertaining unforgiveness. It's about saying, do you know what? I'm going to be the bigger person. As hard as it seems and as hard as it feels, I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to get it off my chest, breathe. Sometimes we need to do that. And whatever it is you need to do to get yourself to that great place again. So whether it's go on a holiday, whether it's start something like what I'm doing, just a little blog, something for yourself. So whether it's in fashion, food, you know, just talking about general day-to-day stuff, whatever it is you've got to do to offload what you're feeling, I recommend that you just do it and you let it go. And people will always come into your life and will always hurt you. I always say to myself, no one said it would be easy. You know, this life that we live, it's tough. And I think it's tough for a reason. It's tough so that the next trial we go through, we're stronger. You know, I always say, like, every time we go through a battle, God is just continuously preparing us for it. But so every time we get through something, we overcome, he gives us a new piece of armor. So, you know, we'll go through one situation and we overcome it, and he'll give us like our shield. We go through another situation, we overcome it, and he'll give us like our sword. So we're always in the next situation, and obviously we get our helmet. So we're always getting prepared, we're always getting strengthened. And it's for you to understand that it's not going to be easy. You know, my mum never sat me down and said, you know, Tara, this life that you're going to go on, it's amazing, and it's going to be so glorious and magnificent and so great and so awesome. You know, you're never going to cry. The only tears will be happy tears. No, it was never said. It was never said to me. And there were times when I thought life was a bit like a fairy tale, and I was all, you know, in my little bubble thinking, oh, you know, everything's great, and you meet someone, you know, you get married, you have children, and you live happily ever after. If only it was that simple. And you know that you've been through your trials, your battles, and maybe you're still dealing with stuff. But the most important thing is that you awoke today, because life is definitely a gift, and it's a gift that's given to us daily. So with the gift of life each day, we must allow ourselves to be less of, you know, the anxieties, less of stress, less of unforgiveness. We have to offload these things, because these are things that will just stop you and keep you in your tracks, and they won't allow you to move on. It's hard to forgive somebody, but I think it's easier to let it go. So even though it's hard to say, right, I'm going to forgive you for stealing my money, or I'm going to forgive you for beating me, or I'm going to forgive you for leaving me, you know, leaving me in a rut. It is hard. However, it's more easier to live with peace and live at peace, and to know that you can actually see that person again and just be like, hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm fine. Even though, as I said, it's not always as simple as 1, 2, 3. However, if you just try to learn to let go, you'll be so surprised how much better your life will be, and the quality of your life will be. And it's about just trying to make every day count and to live life to the fullest. And when you're holding on to things, you can't live to the fullest. You know, I've held on to a lot of things over my life, and I've realised as time's gone on and I've prayed and I've got stronger and I've got strength to overcome, that I'm like a new person. It's crazy. And people say to me, well, how could you go through all of that? And you're still alive, and you're still breathing, or you're still... And it's like, well, to be honest with you, it wasn't easy. But the more I meditated on the positives within that situation, because again, everything we go through, there's always a positive within the negative. And I always say that. If you really, really just sit down and analyse what you're going through, or analyse what you've been through, you can actually say, well, actually, this was a positive thing. You know, through this, I got that, or through that, you know, now I'm more stronger, or through that situation, now I'm a bit more wiser, or through this situation, now I'm not going to go through the same thing that I went through again, because now I know. So you're going to be a bit more prepared than you was before. So actually, it's a good thing that I'd gone through that. It was a good thing that that person gave me that pain. And as I always say, without pain, you don't get the gain. You know, you have to go through the pain to gain. And that's just with everything. You know, hard work. Again, you're doing hard work. You're trying to work all these hours or something. And then you're thinking, oh, you know, I'm tired. But then you always know what you put in, you get out. So you will always just be ahead of yourself, really. And you'll never be stuck in that rut. And in all that, you know, harboring all those feelings, those negativity, because as I said, negativity just holds you back, holds you down. So what I would like to say is just, you know, today is a new day, you know, the Easter period. We can sit down and we can meditate on the positives, or we can sit down and meditate on all the negatives, which will not get us anywhere. So we have to start being positive, let go of anything that someone's done, and just say, do you know what, I forgive you. And by forgiving that person, you really do set yourself free and give yourself a new life, really. Just a, you know, you become a new being, you become just revitalized, you know, you've let go of all of those negative thoughts. And as I said, it's not always easy. However, it's a process, and everything is a process, and we have to make the steps. We have to make small steps to get to the bigger steps. So we have to, you know, move the rocks, so that the Lord can move the mountains for us. And we've got to do our bit. Because, you know, it's easy to say, right, well, God can take all of this from me, but if you keep focusing on it, it's going to be hard for that to happen. So you have to just say, do you know what, today I'm going to let go, and I'm going to be new, and I'm going to forgive. So forgive, and forgive. That's my motto for today and for every day. You know, whatever someone's done to you, you know, put it to rest. Look at it as a lesson learned, and look and find all the positives within that negative. So I hope someone's got something from that. You know, keep smiling, enjoy the rest of your Easter, eat loads of food, for me, because I love food too. And until next time, you know, we'll meet back again. But just remember, God's love is all you need, and have a beautiful day.